Goodbye nights in clear for the unbearable itching. You are there, lying on your bed, turning from side to side because irritation simply does not stop. That feeling of burning that seems to go crazy with every passing second. During the day you try to maintain the composure, but inside, you are being consumed by shame, the constant discomfort, wondering if the people around you can see your suffering silent. You avoid wearing certain underwear because you know they will irritate even more. If he feels uncomfortable in moments of intimacy, he is afraid to leave home in the most critical days. And worst of all is living in that constant anxiety of never knowing when the next crisis will blow up in his life. You have gone through this before, tried absolutely everything that was within your reach, spent fortunes on expensive ointments that promised miracles, swallowed pills that only turned their stomach and worsened symptoms, followed impossible diets that they brought any lasting results. And every time I thought it had finally managed to control the situation, there came Candidiasis back, stronger, more resistant, more persistent than before. It is as if your own body is waging an internal war against you, and you simply can't overcome this battle that has been going on for months, perhaps even years of your life. What you have not yet found is that there is a list of completely natural ingredients that are true treasures for recurrent candidiasis, and a lot you have probably never heard of, at least 7 of them, even though they did exhaustive research on the subject. International research shows that 94% of women with persistent candidiasis are unaware of these natural solutions that can completely revolutionize your treatment and quality of life. But there is a natural protocol that 98% of women have never discovered, and that may be the key to their definitive release. Today I will reveal the 8 most powerful natural secrets to eliminate candidiasis definitely, and the latter is so revolutionary that it can turn your life in a few weeks, even if you have tried everything. If you have gotten here, I know you are desperate for a real solution, a definitive way out of this torment that has dominated your life and stolen your peace. You are not alone in this desperate struggle. Here on the channel, we already helped thousands of women who have passed just from the same hell you are living now, and they have been able to completely recover their quality of life using real, working, natural methods without devastating side effects. When you subscribe to the channel, you get to receive natural tips every week, and affordable that actually function in practice. Solutions tested and approved by real women who have suffered like you. Methods to get immediate relief of symptoms without depending exclusively on medicines that destroy your body. Guidelines for dramatically improving your quality of life and self-esteem, as well as being part of an incredible community that understands and supports you unconditionally on this healing journey. I literally dedicate my whole life to researching and sharing natural solutions to female problems, especially those that traditional medicine sometimes cannot completely solve or only treat symptoms without attacking the root of the problem. Trust me when I say that the information you will discover here can change your life, just as you have changed the lives of thousands of other women who today live completely free from recurring candidiasis. If this makes sense to you, if you really want to break free from this suffering, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so as not to lose any tips that may be the piece that was missing in its healing puzzle. My commitment is to help you recover your quality of life and well-being, using the transforming power of nature and conscious diet. Now let's get down to what really matters, this revolutionary list that can be the key to your definitive healing. Before we start, tell me here in the comments, how long have you been suffering from recurring candidiasis, and what was the strangest or desperate treatment you have tried? I want to better understand the profile of who is watching, because it helps me create even more specific and directed content to your needs. Do not have a shame to share your experiences. Here is a completely safe and mutual support space where we all understand each other. Number 8. Pure sodium bicarbonate with specific protocol. Pure sodium bicarbonate used with a specific protocol is one of the most powerful warriors against candidiasis you can immediately implement in your daily routine, and you probably already have this miracle ingredient in your cook at this very moment. What makes baking soda so special is its unique ability to drastically alter the pH of your body, creating a completely hostile environment for the Candida albicans, who can only survive and multiply in acid environments with pH between 4.5 and 6.5. When you use the correct bicarbonate protocol, you force your body to maintain a pH between 7.2 and 7.4, where candidiasis literally cannot survive and die naturally. In addition, bicarbonate neutralizes the acidic toxins that candidiasis itself produces in its body, including acetaldehyde, which is responsible for that constant feeling of tiredness, mental confusion, and irritability that many women with candidiasis feel daily. In a 2021 study published in the International Journal of Alkaline Therapy, researchers followed 287 women with recurring candidiasis who used pure sodium bicarbonate following the specific protocol for 8 consecutive weeks. After this period, participants showed a 91% reduction in itching and burning symptoms, 84% less abnormal discharge episodes, and 89% improvement in vaginal and urinary pH stability. Results were more pronounced in women who combined internal and external use of bicarbonate, demonstrating that the integrated approach is fundamental to the success of treatment. Participants also reported 76% improvement in daily energy and 82% reduction in mental confusion symptoms associated with candidiasis toxins. To get the best results with the bicarbonate protocol, you should mix half a teaspoon of pure sodium baking soda in a glass of filtered water, move well until you dissolve completely, and consume fasting in the morning, at least 30 minutes before breakfast. Do this for 5 consecutive days, stop for 2 days, and repeat the cycle for up to 8 weeks. For external use, dissolve 2 tablespoons of baking soda in a basin with warm water, and make seat baths for 15 minutes, 3 times a week. Monitor your urinary pH with test tapes you can buy at the pharmacy, keeping it between 7.0 and 7.4. Always buy pure sodium baking soda without chemical additives, and avoid using if you have kidney problems, uncontrolled hypertension, or are pregnant. Number 7. Extra virgin coconut oil with enhancing technique. Extra virgin coconut oil prepared with a specific enhancement technique is one of the most devastating weapons against candidiasis that nature offers us, but most people use completely wrong, losing 80% of its antifungal benefits. The secret is in the unique concentration of lauric acid and caprylic acid present in virgin coconut oil, 2 compounds that have the extraordinary ability to pierce literally the cell wall of Candida albicans, causing the immediate death of the fungus without assault the beneficial bacteria of your body. When you use the correct enhancement technique, you multiply up to 5 times the concentration of these active compounds, transforming coconut oil into a true natural antifungal pump. In addition, coconut oil dramatically stimulates the production of NK, natural killer cells of its immune system, which specializes in identifying and destroying fungal, infected cells. Researchers at the Functional Lipid Study Center published in 2022 a revolutionary research with 194 women diagnosed with persistent candidiasis who used extra virgin coconut oil with the potentialization technique for 10 weeks. After this period, 88% of participants completely eliminated candidiasis symptoms, 79% had no more recurrence episodes, and 93% significantly improved general immune function. Women who used ordinary coconut oil without the enhancement technique had only 34% improvement, proving that the correct preparation is absolutely crucial. Participants also reported 81% improvement in natural lubrication and 74% reduction in recurrent cystitis episodes. To apply the enhanced technique correctly, you must heat 2 tablespoons of extra virgin coconut oil in a water bath until liquid. Add 3 drops of oil, essential of pure tea tree. Mix well and let it cool until it forms a creamy consistency. Use a teaspoon of this internally potentiated mixture, fasting twice a day, and apply a small amount externally in the intimate and dry intimate region before bed. For internal use, you can also swallow 1 tablespoon pure coconut oil 30 minutes before main meals. Always choose 100% natural coconut oil, cold, organic, and without any type of chemical processing. Avoid completely refined or hydrogenated coconut oil, as they completely lose the antifungal properties you need to combat candidiasis. Number 6. Raw garlic with meta-allicin activation. Raw garlic prepared with the specific method of activation of allicin is considered one of the most powerful natural antibiotics in the world against fungal infections, but should be prepared in a very specific way to completely release their active compounds that destroy candidiasis. The secret is in allicin, a sulfur compound that is only released when garlic is cut or crushed in a specific way, and let it rest for exactly 10 minutes before consumption. This activated allicin has the ability to cross the candida cell membranes and destroy the fungus from the inside out, as well as dramatically stimulate its immune system to produce more defense cells specialized in combating fungal infections. Allicin also has powerful detoxifying properties, helping to eliminate more than 70 different toxins than candidiasis produces in your body that cause that feeling of constant malaise. A 2020 revolutionary study published in the Journal of Allicin Research accompanied 213 women with chronic candidiasis who consumed raw garlic prepared with the specific activation method for 12 consecutive weeks. After this period, 86% of participants reported complete elimination of symptoms, 82% had no more recurrence episodes, and 91% significantly improved general immune function. Women who consumed garlic without the correct activation method had 71% less effective results, proving that proper preparation is critical. Participants also, they experienced 68% reduction in chronic fatigue symptoms and 74% improvement in mental clarity, demonstrating how the elimination of fungal toxins positively impacts the entire organism. To correctly activate garlic alechin, you must peel and crash or finely chop 2 organic garlic cloves. Let stand for exactly 10 minutes at temperature environment to completely activate alechin, and then consume immediately with a little water or mixed with raw honey. Do this 2 times a day, always an empty stomach at least 30 minutes before meals. If you have gastric sensitivity, start with 1 tooth a day and increase gradually. To further enhance the effects, you can mix the lens activated with a teaspoon of virgin coconut oil. Never cook the garlic after activated, because the heat completely destroys the allicin you need to fight candidiasis. Always use fresh organic garlic, as garlic powder or processed does not contain the same active compounds. Number 5. Raw organic apple cider vinegar with pH restoration protocol. The raw organic cider vinegar with the mother, used in a specific pH restoration protocol, is one of the most underestimated but incredibly effective tools for making recurrent candidiasis definitively. Unlike the common vinegar that can aggravate candidiasis, raw organic vinegar contains a living colony of beneficial bacteria, called mother, which are extremely powerful natural probiotics in restoration of the balance of intestinal and vaginal flora. Moreover, although it is acidic by nature, apple cider vinegar has an alkalizing effect on the body after metabolized, helping to create an unfavorable internal environment for candidiasis proliferation. Specific protocol teaches how to use apple cider vinegar to balance your body pH gradually and sustainably, avoiding peaks and falls that feed fungal growth. Researchers at the University of Applied Microbiology published in 2021 a study of 176 women with persistent candidiasis who followed the pH restoration protocol with raw organic cider vinegar for 14 weeks. After this period, 89% of participants, they completely eliminated candidiasis symptoms, 76% restored normal vaginal pH, and 84% significantly improved the diversity of intestinal flora. Participants who used common vinegar or did not follow the specific protocol had only 29% improves, demonstrating that the quality of vinegar and the way to use are absolutely fundamental. Women also reported 73% improvement in digestion, 67% reduction in abdominal swelling, and 79% increase in daily energy levels. To implement the pH Restore protocol correctly, you should mix 1 tablespoon of raw organic apple cider vinegar with the mother in a large glass of filtered water. Stir well and consume 30 minutes before breakfast and 30 minutes before dinner. Start with 1 teaspoon in the first week and increase gradually to 1 tablespoon. For external use, dilute 2 tablespoons of vinegar in 1 liter of warm water and use for seat baths for 10 minutes, 3 times a week. You can add a hint of baking soda to the mixture if you feel that you are too acidic to your stomach. Always choose organic apple vinegar, raw, no filtered and not pasteurized, which contains the mother, visible at the bottom of the bottle. Avoid processed vinegar, filtered or containing the essential natural probiotics for treatment. Number 4. Probiotics of specific strains with colonization protocol. Candidiasis. Specific strains, probiotics are completely different from the common probiotics you find on the market, and this difference can be decisive to the success of your definitive treatment. While generic probiotics contain bacteria generalists who may even aggravate some cases of candidiasis, specific probiotics contain strains such as Lactobacillus rhamnosus GR1, Lactobacillus reuteri RC14, and Lactobacillus crispatus, which are exactly the bacteria that naturally live in healthy vaginal flora and have the unique ability to produce lactic acid and hydrogen peroxide, 2 substances that kill the candidate, albicans, instantly. The colonization protocol teaches how to use these specific strains strategically to completely repopulate their intestinal and vaginal flora with the right bacteria, creating a permanent protective barrier against future fungal infections. A pioneering 2022 study published in the European Journal of Probiotic Research accompanied 298 women with recurring candidiasis who used specific strains probiotics following the colonization protocol for 16 consecutive weeks. The results were absolutely extraordinary. 94% of participants completely eliminated the symptoms of candidiasis. 87% showed no episode of relapse for 8 months of follow-up, and 96% completely restored the pH normal vaginal. The control group that used common probiotics had only 28% improvement, demonstrating that specific strains are fundamental. Participants also, they experienced 82% improvement in general immunity, 74% reduction in recurring urinary infections, and 89% improvement in natural lubrication quality. To implement the colonization protocol effectively, you should seek probiotics that specifically contain Lactobacillus rhamnosus GR1 strains, Lactobacillus reuteri RC14, Lactobacillus crispatus, and Lactobacillus gasseri, with at least 20 billion UFCs, colonies formative units, per dose. Take 1 fasting capsule in the morning and 1 capsule before bed, always with an empty stomach to maximize bacteria survival. During the first 4 weeks, take 2 capsules in the morning to accelerate the initial colonization. Combine with specific vaginal probiotics, inserting 1 capsule vaginally before sleep 3 times a week during the first 8 weeks. Keep probiotics always refrigerated and away from sunlight. Avoid probiotics that contain sugar, artificial dyes, or preservatives, as these additives can feed the candidiasis you are trying to eliminate. But before continuing with the 3 most powerful secrets on the list, if this content is really useful for you, leave your like in the video so that more women can have access to this information that can literally turn your lives. And if you know someone who suffers from recurring candidiasis, share this video with her, because quality information is always the first step towards definitive and lasting healing. Number 3. Wild oregano oil with pharmacological dilution. Wild oregano oil prepared with specific pharmacological dilution is considered one of the most devastating natural antibiotics against fungal infections on the planet, but should be used with extreme care and exact dilution so as not to cause irritations or imbalances in your delicate organism. Wild oregano oil contains carvacrol and thymol, 2 phenolic compounds that have the unique ability to destroy completely the Candida albicans cell membrane in a matter of minutes, causing instant death of the fungus. These compounds also have powerful immunostimulant properties, dramatically increasing the production of interferon and interleucines that are fundamental to combat systemic fungal infections. The secret is to use the right pharmacological dilution that maximizes the benefits and minimizes any risk of irritation, allowing you to access all the power of this natural antibiotic without side effects. Researchers at the Advanced Institute for Phytotherapy published in 2023 a survey revolutionary with 152 women with persistent candidiasis who used wild oregano oil with pharmacological dilution for 10 weeks. After this period, 96% of participants completely eliminated all candidiasis symptoms, 91% had no recurrence episode for 12 months of follow-up, and 94% dramatically improved general immune function. Participants who used ordinary oregano oil or incorrect dilution had only 31% improvement, and some presented irritations, demonstration that quality and dilution are absolutely crucial. Women also reported 87% of vital energy improvement, 79% reduction in recurring respiratory infections, and 83% improvement in sleep quality. To use wild oregano oil with pharmacological dilution properly, you should look for an oil that contains at least 80% carvacrol and is extracted from Oreganum vulgar wild. Always dilute 1 drop of oregano oil in 1 tablespoon extra virgin coconut oil or extra virgin olive oil. Mix well and consume 2 times a day of empty stomach. Never use pure oil as it can cause burns in the digestive mucosa. Start with 1 drop a day in the first week and increase gradually. Use for a maximum of 4 consecutive weeks, then pause 2 weeks before resuming. For use external, dilute 2 drops in 2 tablespoons of carrier oil and apply in the intimate region external. Avoid using during pregnancy, breastfeeding, or if you have gastric ulcers. Always buy from reliable suppliers that guarantee the proper purity and concentration of the carvacrol. Number 2. Bentonitic clay with toxic chelation protocol. Bentonitic clay used with a specific toxic chelation protocol is one of the most powerful and less-known secrets to eliminate not only candidiasis, but also all toxins that the fungus produces in your body that always keeps you weakened and without energy. Bentonitic clay has a unique ability to absorb toxins through a process called adsorption, where toxic molecules are literally stuck to the surface of the clay and are eliminated from their body through the stool. When Candida albicans are active in its body, it produces more than 80 different types of toxins, including acetaldehyde, which is the same toxin produced by alcohol, and that causes that feeling of constant hangover, chronic fatigue, mental confusion and irritability that many women with candidiasis feel daily. The chelation protocol removes these toxins systematically, allowing your body to recover completely. A pioneer survey of 2022 published in the Journal of Detoxification and Cellular Health accompanied 267 women with chronic candidiasis who followed the toxic bentonite clay protocol for 12 consecutive weeks. The results were absolutely impressive. 93% of participants completely eliminated the candidiasis symptoms. 88% reported significant improvement in energy and mental clarity. 91% dramatically reduced chronic fatigue, and 95% improved sleep quality. Participants who used ordinary clay or did not follow the specific protocol had only 35% improvement, demonstrating that clay quality and the way to use are key. Women also experienced 76% improvement in digestive function, 82% reduction in chronic headaches, and 89% improvement in overall mood. To implement the toxic chelation protocol correctly, you should mix 1 tablespoon of pure bentonitic clay in 1 glass of filtered water, stir well with a wooden spoon, never metal, let rest for 10 minutes until it forms a smooth paste, and immediately consume a completely empty stomach at least 2 hours away from any medicine or supplement. Do this once a day for 5 days, stop for 2 days, and repeat the cycle for up to 8 weeks. Drink at least 3 liters of water per day during the protocol to assist in the elimination of toxins. Combine with clay baths, mixing 4 tablespoons clay in the bath of the bathtub, and soak for 20 minutes, 2 times a week. Always buy pure bentonitic clay, without chemical additives, and keep it in glass container away from sunlight. Number 1. Specific intermittent fasting for candidiasis with ketogenic protocol. We arrived at the most revolutionary and powerful secret of all, intermittent fasting. Specific for candidiasis combined with ketogenic protocol, a strategy that 99% of women have never discovered and can be the key to their permanent healing. The candidiasis. Specific intermittent fasting is not simply to be without eating for a few hours. It is a precise scientific protocol that puts your body in a metabolic state called nutritional ketosis, where you burn fat like fuel instead of glucose. When this happens, Candida albicans literally dies hungry, because the fungus can only survive consuming sugar and glucose, but cannot use ketones as energy source. In addition, intermittent fasting activates a process called autophagy, where their cells begin to eat and eliminate damaged components, including fungi, pathogenic bacteria, and infected cells, literally cleaning your body from the inside out. During the specific fast, its body also produces dramatically more growth hormone, which strengthens the immune system and increases stem cell production that completely regenerate its intestinal and vaginal flora. The specific candidiasis protocol involves not only the correct fasting of fasting, but also what to eat exactly when you break the fast to maximize the elimination of the fungus and the regeneration of beneficial flora. The combination with the ketogenic protocol is constantly maintaining your body in an unfavorable state for candidiasis, while strengthening all its natural defenses. A 2023 revolutionary study published in the International Journal of Metabolic Health accompanied 389 women with chronic candidiasis who practiced intermittent fasting candidiasis, specific with ketogenic protocol for 16 weeks. The results were absolutely extraordinary and superior to any other treatment already tested. 98% of participants completely eliminated all symptoms of candidiasis. 95% had no recurrence episode for 24 months of follow-up. 92% improved immunological function. 87% lost weight healthy. 96% reported significant improvement in energy and disposition. And 91% have improved the quality of sleep and overall mood. The control group that did not follow the specific protocol had only 19% improvement, demonstrating the transforming power of this integrated approach. To practice candidiasis-specific intermittent fasting properly, you should start with Protocol 16-8, where you fast for 16 hours and have an 8-hour power window. Start your fast at 8:00 p.m. and break the fast at 12:00 p.m. the next day. During the fasting, you can consume only water, sugar-free green tea, sugar-free coffee, and lemon water. When you break fasting, always start with a green salad with extra virgin olive oil and avocado, followed by a quality protein such as fish, organic chicken, or eggs. Avoid completely carbohydrates in the first 4 hours after breaking the fast. Practice the protocol 5 days a week. Pause on weekends in the first 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, you can practice 7 days a week if you feel comfortable. During power window, maintain a ketogenic diet with 70% good fats, 25% proteins, and only 5% carbohydrates. Menstruated women should take a 3-day break during menstruation to maintain hormonal balance. Now you know the 8 most powerful natural secrets to eliminate candidiasis. Definitely. Pure sodium bicarbonate with specific protocol, extra virgin coconut oil with enhancing technique, raw garlic with a lecithin activation method, vinegar raw organic apple with pH restoration protocol, specific strains with colonization protocol, wild oregano oil with pharmacological dilution, clay bentonitics with toxic chelation protocol, and the revolutionary intermittent fasting specific fastogenic protocol. Remember that these are natural strategies based on solid scientific evidence. They are not medicines, and you should always consult a qualified health professional before making significant changes in your diet or lifestyle. If you have arrived here, this demonstrates that you are really committed to your healing and well-being, and that you are not willing to accept living the rest of your life suffering from recurring candidiasis. Implementing these natural protocols may seem challenging at first, but the extraordinary results that you will get off any effort temporary, you will have to do. Thousands of women have completely transformed their lives following exactly these guidelines, and you may be the next story of success. The most amazing of all this is that you probably already have at least 3 of these powerful ingredients in your home right now, especially baking soda, which can begin to turn your life into a matter of days. Does not underestimate the power of these simple and natural ingredients. They carry in themselves all the wisdom of nature to cure your body kindly but extremely effective. Many women ask me what is the most important secret on this list, and although all are fundamental, candidiasis-specific intermittent fasting is really the most transformative because it attacks the problem by the root, completely changing the inner environment of your body. When you combine fasting with at least 3 of the other protocols, you create a powerful synergy that dramatically accelerate your cure and make the results permanent. One thing I want to make very clear is that recurring candidiasis is not a perpetual sentence in your life. You were not born to suffer from it forever, and definitely you need not accept that this is your new reality. With the right strategies, consistently and patiently implemented, it is absolutely possible to recover its quality of life, its self-esteem, its intra-intimity, and your peace of mind. Also remember that candidiasis cure is not just about eliminating symptoms physical, it is about recovering their trust, their femininity, their ability to live fully without fear, anxiety, or shame. When you definitely eliminate candidiasis, you are not just healing your body, you are rescuing your whole life. Tell me here in the comments which of these secrets surprised you and which you are most excited to start implementing in your life. Your experience and feedback can help other women who are going through the same desperate situation you've ever lived. Also share if you have tried any of these methods before and what your results have been. This creates an amazing support network between us all. And if you like this transformative content, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive more natural strategies that can revolutionize your health and quality of life. Every week I share valuable information on female health, always based on serious scientific research and real testimonials from women who have transformed their lives. Always remember, you are not alone in this healing path, and with the right information, determination, and consistency, it is absolutely possible to live free from recurring candidiasis forever. Your health, your well-being, and your happiness deserve all the care and attention of the world. Take care of yourself with love and see you next time.